Dubai National Day 2024. Wow, what a truly incredible trip, which I can't wait to share with you guys. First up, massive thanks to my buddies at ProBuild for inviting me out there. It was last minute, but I had an absolutely amazing time. So we headed out from Heathrow and got the red eye across to Dubai, which worked out perfect. Normally it's a 7.5 hour flight, but we managed to do it in 6.5 hours, which is ideal. Just a couple hours of sleep on the plane to ready for what was a very long next day. Probably not a good idea watching the new Alien Romulus film, but hey, I did manage to get a few hours of sweet dreams. So I literally knew nothing about this event until Andy Williams of ProBuild gave me a call on, I think it was a Tuesday, and we were due to fly on the Saturday, and he said, Matt, there's a 2-day event going on in Dubai. I think it used to be called Jets Over Dubai, but it was kind of slightly different this time round. But he said, anyway, you're welcome to come over, check it out, and see what it's about. And to be honest with you, I've seen clips from this flying site in Dubai on my Instagram feed for some time from Omran RC. And with that, I've seen some truly incredible flying as well, and some truly incredible jets. So it was a no-brainer for me. I managed to get some cheap BA tickets, thank you very much BA, and headed on out. So obviously going to Dubai in December was a bit of a shock for me, because in December over in the UK it's freezing and it's cold and it's wet and it's dark, and Dubai it's not. It was about 26 degrees at best, still warm at night as well, and of course that thing in the sky there is the sun. It's nice to see the sun and get a bit of a tan going on. So it's nice and easy. We picked up the hire car, so massive thanks to Chris Williams for doing all the driving while we were out there. And like I said before, we did have some very long days. A couple of days were at least 20 hours long. I don't know how he managed to do it, but thanks very much, buddy. It was much appreciated. So as we landed around 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, the first thing we did was just head down to get some breakfast. And the easiest place was the mall. And of course, this is Dubai. This is no ordinary mall. And it's going to be no ordinary flying site as well, which you'll see soon. Trust me. But inside this mall, there was a cinema, an ice rink, and an extremely big fish tank. Okay, that's a shark in there, but you know what I'm saying, just extremely big bit of water here and bit of tank. And of course, next to it was a Burj Khalifa, and I probably messed up that pronunciation, but the world's tallest building, or the current world's tallest building. So a quick trip up there, and that pretty much concluded our sightseeing. And the very next stop was the hotel, and then on to the flying site, which I'm now going to start calling a flying complex. And let me show you why. So this is the flying complex. Just there in the distance is the security guard and the gates. And all of this you can see now belongs to the flying club. These buildings, some of which are still being done, some have model shops inside, which you'll see in a minute. And the rest of the buildings are hangars. So there's a club hangar where people are welcome to keep their models, which I'll show you shortly. But there's also private hangars. Yes, and when I mean hangars, they are hangars designed for model aircraft, not full-size planes, model aircraft. So you can buy these hangars or rent these hangars and keep your kit on site. My favourite shop on site was Gonzo Hobby, and the owner of Gonzo Hobbies was very, very kind as well, extended his hospitality, and we got to spend a lot of time with him, so thank you very much. But have a look inside.
Guys, you know, I know I keep saying this, but this is on site at this club. Gonzo Hobbies. Looks like everything in stock that you would want. Extreme flight here on left hand side, including pilots, Falcon propellers, wood and carbon. Going down there, spin round, models. I don't know if these are for sale, I presume some of them are. Different kits down there, the middle aisle, walking around the edge, bit of boxer in the corner, some foamies, tools, advanced radio, nice to see, glues, and then we think we've seen it all, whole row of GP engines down there. 76s, 123s, Walkstream flight mounts there, tubing, tanks, you name it, it looks like it's all here. Super impressive. Wiring, extension leads, absolutely amazing. Great to see, good size as well. There's not many UK hobby shops that are this size. But well stocked, and I know I made the point a couple of times, on the edge of the field. If you guys appreciate this down at your flying site, next door to it, on the site, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments.
Love that shop. That could be incredibly dangerous for me. If I lived in Dubai, I'd have to leave my credit card at home. But how convenient, how useful. So carry on walking down, it's just more of the same really. There's more stores, and also there's a place where you can leave your RV if you're visiting as well. And then there's a few flight schools as well where they're teaching people how to fly. So really encouraging the hobby as well. I mean, it's just absolutely amazing to have all this on the complex, of course, and also a flight school. So we're now coming up to the back of the pits area. So this sheltered area you can now see not only has the shelter, also has a vending machine for drinks. We've also gone past a cafe, which was a building we saw just on the right hand side earlier on, and it also has power as well. So you can charge up as well as keeping your models in the shade and yourself in the shade as well. And a few sofas down the end. So there's a selection of all sorts of different models throughout the 3 days that I was with the Flying Club. As you can see some of them here now, you can see the Sukhoi, see an extremely large Fokker, and we're going to see some of these fly in a minute. I won't put every single clip on this particular video, but I'll put as many as I can for you. But every video I recorded will be released separately on my channel, so make sure you follow the channel, like and subscribe, or follow the playlist as well. But a whole variety style of flying. You can see prop planes, a lot of turbines, big turbines, small turbines, even a Fox glider there as well. I think every single flying club in the world's probably got a Fox glider. Great bit of kit. And just everybody's just very welcoming. And matter of fact, they're so welcoming that they actually passed the transmitter to me at one point and asked me if I wanted to fly a turbine or a prop plane. So we'll definitely get a bit of that flight inside this video clip as well in a moment. But super cool. And that is all the pit area. Pit area also has lights on it as well. Then turning around to the left hand side, this is the flying area. So you can see it's fenced off for safety, and then there's good distance from the pits out to the very nice, very long, very wide tarmac runway. Each one of those yellow blocks you can see represents a starting area. So there's 5 on this side and 5 on the other side. When it gets busier, they use one side for models going out and the other side for models coming in. But throughout the event I was at, both sides were used. One side for jets, the other side for props. And then here we go. We've got a secondary fence here where pilots can stand behind or stand in front, or even spectators, obviously depending on safety, can go and stand as well. And this is where I did most of my filming from. And there you go, what a view. Now those pylons in the background look close, but trust me, they are not close. Matter of fact, there is nothing around here. If I had a quick look on Google Earth, Google Maps, and there's nothing around out where they're flying. So it's kind of perfect from that point of view. Let me show you some of that flying, and then we'll have another look around some of the other areas on the complex.
Because you say that you just want to
So hopefully that gives you a taste of some of the flying that I saw in Dubai. Now each one of those videos, those clips will be full videos on my YouTube channel, so make sure you check out for those in the Dubai playlist and like and subscribe to get those notifications. And then next up is the club hangar. So this is literally a free facility they give to club members. And by the way guys, you're probably wondering how much an amazing facility like this costs to join. Now from memory, I think they said it was about £100 per year. Yes, that's right, per year, not per month. £100 per year, which I think is an absolute bargain. So here you go. This is actually club members models that which they just leave on site. Whole variety in here, as you'd expect, because they fly absolutely anything at the flying club. Now I didn't actually see any helis, so sorry heli guys, I didn't see any helis while I was there, while I was visiting. So I'm not sure if they do or don't fly helis, or whether they're not so popular. I'm not too sure. I have to try and find out. But good variety in there. The more you look, the more you see. A whole number of models that I'd love to get my hands on for sure.
So guys, this is the workshop that is also on site. And they told me it was messy, but this is much cleaner than my workshop. Just look at all these models in here. I'm going to be extra careful. But they allow free storage in here in the other hangar for club members. And this is the apparent workshop. So much to see. You can see the working bench there, tools up, some foam models in the background. There's another mock engine there, looks like it. Jets, 3D models. It's a pile of planes in the background. Just all sat here at the flying site, ready to go. And of course, somewhere to put your feet up after a hard day flying as well. I'm being kitted out here in the workshop. And just show you how close we are. That is the edge of the runway over here and the pits area. Absolutely beautiful.
So I did also get to have a look around some of the private hangars. So you can see 4 of them there. I can't show you all of them because obviously they are private, but I will show you just inside one of them very.
There's some serious toys out here.
Oh yeah, this one's full of the car toys and all that.
Yeah, I saw some car toys in there. Wouldn't mind that GMC truck either. Don't think it'd go down our roads, but good for the Field of Dreams though, wouldn't it, Andy? Yeah. Wow. I don't know how many times on this trip I've walked in somewhere and said wow, but it's a lot. F-104, is that?
Yeah, it's a 104. We'll probably fly later today. There's another smaller F-104.
Matrix, that's the XXL, isn't it? From
Yeah, this is the XXL from Airworld. There's a smaller one. That's the 4 meter one, this is the 6 meter one.
So that's the 4 meter one, guys, is the small model. Bear in mind the biggest one I've got is 3 meters and I hardly fly it.
See all the unrolled boxes.
Look at this.
And that box there is a new Skymaster F14 XL in that box at the back to be assembled as well. That came 2-3 weeks ago.
So the rear crate
rear
back
crate.
there. Skymaster
XL, the F14.
XL F14. Wow, and I'm just going to lift the camera up because there's some toys over the back as well. Absolutely.
It's empty now, most of it's been pushed out.
So is this one person's?
One person's.
If you're going to do it properly.
And this would be a small part of his collection because he's in Austria. He just comes down here for a weekend to fly, then he goes back.
Wow. It's literally just doing a walkabouts right now. Guys, give me your thoughts, please, down below in the comments. Have you ever been to a flying field, a flying club? It's not even a field, is it? Flying area, flying zone like this. Do you know of any others in the world which you may have seen online or even visited yourself? Let me know down below in the comments, I'd really appreciate it. It's one of the shops over the back, cafes open, and back to the flight line. Hey guys, welcome back, and I can't believe what I've just said yes to. I'm at Dubai, still having an amazing time. I've watched some of the best pilots in the world fly, and someone's just handed me the transmitter. I want to see what I can do, which isn't a great deal. So I've been spoiled here. I've got Ryan's Extreme Flight ready to go. And I am somewhat nervous, to be honest with you, but I'm going to mic up throughout it as normal. I'm going to talk to you through it. Hopefully everything will go okay. I'm looking forward to it, but I am incredibly nervous. We'll see what happens. Just have fun with it. That's my motto. So let's get this thing going.
Now, needless to say, my flight wasn't very spectacular at all. I did, however, get all of it recorded, and again, that'll be a separate video on the YouTube channel. But it was the first time flying another country for me. First time flying petrol for a very long time. And I've got a whole load of other excuses as well, but it was fun. End of the day, it was fun and I really enjoyed it. So again, thank you very much to Ryan for letting me fly his plane. So as you can see, Dubai National Day 2024 was absolutely awesome. It was out of this world for me. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Thanks again to ProBuild UK, Andy Williams, Chris Williams, and of course Phil Williams for letting me know it was on and actually inviting me to tag along with them and join them. And again, thanks to everybody for all the very kind hospitality that I was shown during this visit as well. Now look, if you guys want to get involved, you can do, because there is another event coming up in February and it's going to be called Mad for It. And this is going to be a much bigger event at exactly the same air complex, same location, and it's being organised at the moment. And I'm going to be helping advertise that and promote that on my YouTube channel, Facebook and Instagram in the coming week. So please look out for that on those channels as well. Probably Facebook first, just waiting for the website to go live so we can find out all about the event, get the dates in the diary as well. So it wasn't a really expensive trip if you're worried about that. I actually got my BA flights for about £400. I did book them last minute and I did use a few air miles to get those prices down, but it wasn't too bad as well. And the hotel room was on Black Friday at the time, but you can pick up fairly cheap accommodation out there. So have a think about it. For me, it was no different to going to Jet Power, which is in Germany. It was about the same kind of cost overall, but a completely different experience. So I will leave you with a few photos from the event, and hopefully guys, I'll see you next time around. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell as well, because that lets you know when the next video is there, and it really helps promote my content to more people. Thanks guys, all the best.